an amp at home that's not giving you the overdrive you want? Well, the Revival Drive can change your amp to sound like things you never would have thought. Listen to this. This is a Fender Blues Junior from 2003. Original tubes, original speaker. The reverb tank is broken, and I'm sure it's been biased way too hot for way too long, because that's how it comes out of the Fender factory. And that's what we're working with today. No one's going to be writing home about that tone. I'm not going to win any awards, but it's a good starting point. We're going to start on the silicone rectifier side here. Right now I have dialed up is a JTM style sound that is pretty close to the style of amp that Jimi Hendrix would have played. Isn't that great? Unbelievable, right? From what it was to what it is now. Another cool thing that it does, when you pull back, it responds and acts like an amp, and it's in front of another amp, so you get 2 times the amp. Who knows if that's a real thing, but it works for me. Listen to the difference in the bass response. Let's do a BluesBreaker sound. Now, it's not a greenback speaker. Insane. Fender Blues Junior. Again, this is the... Trying to find a tone and you don't want to use the presets. First decide silicone side or valve side. Valve side has a lot more compression and a lot more sponginess. Silicone side is a lot tighter, a lot punchier, okay? Then we're gonna go for gain. What do you want to be ripping, or do you just want it to add some color? Let's put it 12 o'clock here. After gain, go for presence. Presence, decide the color of the amp. All the way clockwise is gonna make it act more like a Fender Super. All the way counterclockwise is gonna sound more like a Vox AC30, and right in the middle, it's going to be like a Marshall AB with a presence all the way down. The more lows you have, the more low distortion you'll have, and so it can get kind of sloppy. Move on to ghost notes. The more ghost notes, the more like dirty it's going to sound. You're going to hear these like weird undertones and subtones. And then blend is blend, output is output, right? It's pretty straightforward. Now the last choice you have to make. Do you want it to have a US sound, it's modeled after a Fender Twin, or a Great Britain sound, which is modeled after a Plexi? So a lot of mids. Let's go for middle sound, which is actually more of a flat sound. And then bright cap, gain and high gain that kind of shapes it. And then the US side, it adds like a US Fender style bright cap. So a lot of bright high end stuff. Let's keep that right in the middle. And then you add a high shelf to taste. Okay, let's see what we're working with here. bag. And this is before. A lot of times people try to make it too complicated, and it feels complicated because there are tons of knobs, tons of switches. But go through this mindset. How much gain do you want? What kind of amp do you want it to sound like on the presence knob? Do you want it tight or not with the low? And then what kind of preamp? That's pretty much it. It's actually quite a straightforward process. You just kind of have to get used to it. If the Revival Drive can make my Fender Blues Jr. sound like that with its old tubes, old speaker, and broken reverb tank, imagine what it could do for your really nice amp that I'm sure you own. If you want to know more about the Revival Drive, here are more videos that I've done about it. Thanks.